Do you think there's any world where Tylor Megill is viewed as a reliever now because we haven't seen him be able to stay healthy as a starter? He's been more effective in limited inning situations. We don't know if it's going to be him or Peterson taking over for Quintana. And I guess I'll close out the last part of this question is that just entirely off the table because of the Quintana injury? They need the pitching depth in Megill for the starting rotation, and he's not a luxury they can afford to try out in the bullpen.
That would be my guess right now, that right now they know they're getting short on starting pitching. And despite how big of a loss Edwin Diaz is, finding people to pitch in the bullpen tends to be a little easier than people to come and try to give you 5 to 6 innings. So I think keeping Tylor Megill stretched out in AAA Syracuse is probably the best idea. But you kind of see how the ebbs and the flows of the season go. I mean, there could be more injuries or more things that happen that kind of force your hand that Megill has to come up and pitch in the bullpen. And maybe that's something that he would do, certainly towards the end of the season. But I wouldn't be making any change with Megill for now. I would just keep him as a starter.
I feel like this is the name we've talked about the most during spring training besides Brett Beatty and Ronnie Mauricio. But when you look at John Curtis, I mean, how important can that signing become now? This is somebody that's had a really good spring, and it went from, hey, can he make the team, to, hey, he might make the back end of the bullpen, to now, Joe. I mean, let's be real. You look at him and Drew Smith, those dudes matter a lot right now.
Huge. And, he's going to be competing with Drew Smith because Drew's given up a couple home runs in spring. He looks fine, but Curtis has basically not been touched. I think he has the highest swing strike percentage in the sport so far this spring. So he looks ready to go, and he's going to be pushing Drew Smith for that, third righty out of the pen after Robertson and Ottavino. So they're going to need all of them. And John Curtis is a guy that they're going to badly need from day one now.